Did he buy pepper?
Wouldn't you think?
Vinegar.
Oh, here we go. Maybe I was wrong. That's the baking aisle. This is it. This is the aisle.
Oh yeah, this other stuff.
Yeah, it's like starting to rot a little, man. That's good. That's gonna be sweet. Charcoal right here. Hello?
Are you ladies getting drunk tonight?
Dude, look at that.
It's pretty.
Where's the $1.16 a pound?
It's good.
But it's
That's all we need, right?
pork shoulder, Boston butt, bone in. That's what we're looking for, man.
Yeah. That's 15 pounds. I was looking for 15 to 16 pounds.
And you got
15.35, dude. We're home.
Oh yeah.
I'm cutting up the pineapple to make charred pineapple bourbon glaze.
Where are you gonna get the bourbon from?
I knew. I was waiting for that fucking question.
I thought of it a long time ago. I was like,
I prefer the sweetness of sour mash whiskey over bourbon.
so then it's sweet and sour.
No, it just sounds better when you say
Onion
bourbon glaze.
whiskey
People don't
glaze.
usually question it, except for
Whiskey
people like
glaze.
you. I'm also going to cut a few onions, because that goes in the charred pineapple bourbon glaze also. I'm throwing on the pineapple on the grill. I'm going to grill the living shit out of this pineapple. Just a little bit of butter, just so it doesn't stick to the grill so much. The outside of the pineapple is going to get crusted and charred on both sides, and it seals a lot of the juice and moisture inside, and then it's going to get pureed. There's one thing about the sweet onion vinaigrette that I make that people don't seem to really know and to question. They love it. It's got a little bit of spice to it, but the spice comes from the jalapeno. Jalapenos aren't really all that spicy, especially when you remove all these seeds and the membrane out of the center. All you got left is husk, and that's got a lot of good flavor without too much spice. This is the sweet onion vinaigrette. This gets refrigerated until tomorrow afternoon when we add it to the pulled pork. This goes in after it's pulled apart. They give you a goddamn videotape on how to use this fucking thing. This has got a how-to video. It's even got fucking recipes. Look.
I don't even own a VCR.
All I want to do is chop up my fucking vegetables. Important to read operating instructions before using this food processor to ensure
It has an on and off switch. What do you need to know?
This is the injectable marinade. It's got 8 ounces of mustard sauce, 8 ounces of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, and 1½ tablespoons of chicken base.
What exactly is chicken base?
You gotta be kidding me. It wouldn't be the bottom of the trigger.
One shot of bourbon for you.
It's the bottom of a fucking chicken.
The base of the chicken.
Now, the reason I'm putting it in the food processor is because the brown sugar and the chicken base are going to clump up. So we want to get it mixed up really good. There's nothing in here that needs to be refrigerated. I'm going to set it there for tomorrow. These are fresh garlic cloves. I'm going to cut about 4 of these. Cutting these up into really fine slivers. And later you'll see exactly why. pineapple that we burnt the hell out of last night. Some sweet onions. That was about half a cup. A little black pepper. Bit of salt.
And don't forget a little 8-ounce can of pineapple juice.
A bit of granulated garlic. Light brown sugar. Okay, let that simmer on low for about half hour. And that'll be our charred pineapple bourbon glaze. That's it, that's the standard lever, 23 inch.
It used to be 30 bucks.
Yeah, 30 years ago. I'm only cooking on a Weber, man, period. I don't know what else to tell you, man.
What about the little one?
I quit. I quit. This weekend, you're gonna get an education on how to make the best pulled pork ever created. So it's like, and barbecue professionals that do the best pulled pork swear by the Weber grill. So you gotta have a Weber if you're gonna do pulled pork again. That's all I'm saying. We found this one gigantic brick down the center so that we could cook these on indirect heat for the next 7 hours.
Oh yeah.
This is that marinade we made last night with the mustard sauce, apple cider vinegar, dry Coleman's mustard, chicken base. We're gonna inject it in one of these, about each one of them about 8 times. And each time we inject it, we're gonna plug the hole with a sliver of garlic clove.
So does the garlic act as like a cork?
That's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, when you come across these little garlic cloves after they've been roasted for about 7 hours with this pork and marinade,
They're awesome.
it's like a little special treat you find in the pork.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool how these things bloat up just a little bit. All that meat next to that fat strap on the bottom is about the most tender when you're done.
Is there a bone in that? Is there bone?
There's bone, yeah, bone, these are bone-in Boston blade pork shoulders. These things are filling up pretty good. I think we're getting full here. The rub is a mixture of kosher salt, Cajun seasoning, light brown sugar, and granulated garlic.
So it's called rub because you rub it on, right?
Yeah.
Did you just ask me why they call this seasoning rub?
The reason I put yellow mustard on there is because as it slow roasts, it's going to make a nice crust on the outside of the pork before we glaze it in about 4 hours. We loaded charcoal on either side, probably about 50 briquettes total, and we're going to place the pork shoulders right in the center and let these burn down a little bit. Every 45 minutes for the next 7 hours, we're going to add about 3 or 4 coals to each side. That's all you need to do, because we're going to try to get it up to 200 degrees internal temperature, and we want it to take 7 hours to do that. We don't want it to go any faster or any slower than that. And the vent on the bottom is going to be wide open, and the vent on the top is going to be wide open through the whole cooking process. Okay, I'm going to knock these down. And then
That's what that thing's for.
Yeah.
The airplane's for. Now, don't you pour that ash on top of the meat?
no,
Why?
because that would be retarded.
What are you doing?
Checking the temperature.
Probing it?
Yep.
What does it say?
It's rising right now.
You're not at 245 like you should be.
No, I'm looking. I was hoping to be closer to 145. This is a small. It's 147.
That's perfect.
So we've been on the grill for 3 hours and 40 minutes. It's supposed to be at 145 at 4 hours. Bigger one's around 140. The smaller one's 147. I think we're good to go. Okay, this is the charred pineapple bourbon glaze. Go on this one. This one I'm just going to put a little bit of mustard sauce on. I'm going to kick the heat up a notch just a little bit.
Are you putting 7 coals in instead of 5?
Yeah, about that.
Well, which one is it?
7.
Do you mean 14?
Yeah, 7 on each side. I lost count. How many is that?
I don't know. Look at the black ones versus the ones that are already cooked.
Leave me the hell alone.
Hey. The instruction manual for this said to never ever use it
Oh, you mean you
on a
actually read
charcoal
a manual?
grill under any circumstances.
It's Pyrex. You can put it in the oven.
I know, but
You can't put it in the oven.
I figure if I ruin
Just
it,
because it says Pyrex on it doesn't mean that it's like the Corningware Pyrex.
we're done for now. Well, it took 6 hours and 40 minutes to get there. I think we're done. Man, that went in like butter. Man, that's some tender stuff. 201 degrees. Oh my God, is that tender meat? Well, it's been cooling for about 2.5 hours. It's not quite cool yet, but it is falling apart tender.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my God. They call this pulled pork, but I think we're gonna rename it fall apart pork. Jeez.
And that doesn't have the rest of the stuff in it, does it?
No, this
You're
one's
still adding to that.
this one's gonna get the sweet onion vinaigrette.
No. This is awesome. This is the best I've ever had as it is.
Well, you know you cooked it perfectly when every morsel of meat falls right off the bone when you pull the shoulder blade out of the meat. It looks like the flesh-eating beetles already got to it.
The sweet onion vinaigrette that we made last night, we're gonna add it to the pork and mix it up. And that tender pork's gonna absorb a lot of that vinaigrette. Just gonna add barbecue sauce and it's done. Mesquite barbecue.
If you would like more information about Food Party, or would like us to cater a food party at your own home, please contact us at videoquest.com.